Hello, Alexis Spiegelman, Moms for Liberty-Sarasota. I'd like to speak to you regarding some concerns I have with the agenda. For example, agenda item number 20, which appears to be an optional one-year renewal of the $200,000 contract and an additional $135,000 for the purchase of classroom instructional materials. This contract was originally approved back in 2019 and includes 34 different vendors. Given that Florida's Department of Education recently rejected 41% of the mathematics textbooks submitted for use in Florida public schools due to their inclusion of critical race theory, SEL, and other prohibited items, that's agenda item number 30, I'd like to ask if we should perhaps take a second look at the materials provided by the 35 vendors before committing to renew their contract for an additional year or spending more money. It's my understanding that Follett is where many of our library books come from and is included in this list. I'd like to read an excerpt from one of the books in several of our school libraries. And I apologize in advance, this is very, very graphic, and I'm embarrassed to even read this, but let me know if this is uncomfortable for you. The confused mixture of his memories of Pauline and the doing of wild and forbidden thing excited him, and a bolt of desire ran down his genitals, giving it length and softening the lips of his anus. Surrounding all of this lust was a border of politeness. He wanted to F her, I'm not going to say that word out loud, tenderly, but the tenderness would not hold. The tightness of her vagina was more than he could bear. His soul seemed to slip down to his guts and fly out into her, and the gigantic thrust he made into her then provoked the only sound she made, a hollow suck of air in the back of her throat. Removing himself from her was so painful to him, he cut it short and snatched his genitals out of the dry harbor of her vagina. So when the child regained consciousness, she was lying on the kitchen floor under a heavy quilt, trying to connect the pain between her legs with the face of her mother looming over her. Okay, so I just went to the Sarasota County School District website, click Parents and Students, Follett Destiny, click any school, go up to the search field, click this little gear, Sarasota County Schools. This is also in our Sarasota County schools, the Bluest eye. We've got it in Booker High School, Pineview School, Riverview School, and Sarasota High School. This is in Northport High. Sarasota High has 18 copies. Venice High.
First, the outrage of the Bluest eye with the pedophile describing his encounters with little girls. So I went and researched the book, and here's part of the review. Quote, graphic details given about incestuous rape. The book graphically discusses many sexual topics, including orgasms, prostitution, incest, rape, nudity, pornography, molestation, pedophilia, masturbation, sexual dreams, homosexuality, bestiality, and sodomy, unquote.